See if I can move this a little better. Hold on 1 second. Ooh, what a crazy start. I didn't realize the camera was so funky this morning. How are y'all doing? NFL pregame, getting it on. Sunday morning. Got an early game, early show. I try to just do this on Sundays. Every once in a while, I'll bust out an early show midweek. Depends on what is going on. It just depends. But we got an early football game for you. The Jags versus Bears in London. Now we are seeing the Jags become the favorites. The line has moved. People are betting the dog with Chicago. I think it's the Jags. Hey, we got our first commenter. Yo, shout out to SR Productions. Check that out. First one, check that out. Hey, we always MVP for the first guy. The guy that gets first always gets the biggest shout out. So shout out to RS Productions. Make sure y'all check out his stuff if he does anything. I'm not sure, but with a name like that, I would assume. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, the Jags versus Bears. We're seeing it. 31% of the public is betting the Jags. That's it. Over under 44. Now that's an interesting line there. I only post NFL vids. Oh, well then you know I gotta check you out. Look, that you just locked it in. You came to the right spot for someone to wanna check out your stuff. And hopefully other people that pop in, I'll make sure I shout you out later in the show too. Just to make sure people scroll up and see the comments. Chiefs versus Niners today. Chiefs winning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like our odds. 49ers are a little banged up, and the Chiefs also a little banged up. Let's be honest, especially on that offensive side of the ball. You know, it's not looking great, but, you know, they've got this somehow, some way ability. Lions over the Cowboys. I'm also going with that. That's a great pick. I've been a big supporter of the Lions for the last couple years. I was early on the train, early on that Dan Campbell train. Look, we're going to get into each and every one of these games deep, but I got a question about you. The game of the week, the most entertaining game outside of the Chiefs game, of course, is that Commanders versus Baltimore game. Who you got in that one? Shout out to Destiny. Hi back at you. Hope you're doing good this morning. But who do you got in that Commanders Ravens game? Me and my co-host, dude with a beard, were split on this one. We were split, and I was kind of surprised we were. The line is surprising. I am surprised by the line. This does start to make me a little nervous. Let me see what the betting line is. Let me see if I can find what is the public betting. Why don't I see it? Ooh, only 16% of the public on Washington. Washington can win this game. Yeah, you got it. Commanders, I'll take that. You going Commanders too. I'm starting to lean that way. I might have to text my co-host and tell me I'm getting talked into it. But SR Productions got it spot on. I'm a Chiefs fan. He's a Lions fan. Jaden Daniel is the best rookie quarterback ever. I mean, those are strong words. Those are strong words. Look at it. Look, I think I'm going to have to quote that. As a wise man once said, Jaden Daniels is the best rookie quarterback ever. Now, is that possible? I've been contemplating on how high I want to get on Jaden Daniels. I was high on him preseason. I thought he would be the rookie of the year. I thought he was the best quarterback in the draft to take, the most NFL ready, with the most assets. And man, maybe Pat Mahomes. Look, Pat Mahomes only played one game his rookie year. So if you want to talk about rookie season quarterbacks, it's hard to put him in that. Now, he did win that game. He did beat the Denver Broncos. And it was with some backups. You know, he didn't have anybody legit on his team, and he still balled out. So I'll give that. But, you know, it's hard to put Mahomes in the rookie quarterback category because he didn't start till year two, really. And Jaden Daniels, man, he reminds me so much of Lamar Jackson. It's crazy. It's crazy. You're getting another Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson is better on his legs, but I think Jaden Daniels is better with his arm. You know, and I'm high on Lamar Jackson, but man, it is crazy. NFL is really called American Sucker. Raj, yeah, Raj. Don't be a hater. It's too early in the morning for haters, bro. There's more to life than being a hater. All right, like it's just it doesn't make you a cool kid. It just doesn't, Raj. Like, and we get a lot of we actually get a surprising amount of viewers from India, so I know it's a very unique opinion. Shout out to Steve. Yeah, hi back to you. Let's get into this morning. So I had to turn up the brightness so I can see y'all's comments a little better. The sun is starting to shine, if y'all cannot see, down here in sunny Florida, and it is sunny. Nico Collins is injured. Yeah, I think he's supposed to miss, what was it, like 4 weeks, I think it was, for Nico. That's a big hit for the Texans. That hurts the Texans a lot, if we're going to be honest. But they've got some other guys. They've got guys. They've got depth. They've got time. It's still early in the season. And I still got faith in the Texans. They still got some room to go. They got it. Did I get your Jags versus Bears pick? Who do you got versus Jags versus Bears? I'm going Jaguars. We got to get this London early game picks in. Two bad teams. Who's going to win, Giants or Bengals? The Bengals should win. You're going Jags as well. Yeah, and the line moved on that one. I was kind of surprised. It's moved 2 points, but no one is still betting the Jags. I think they're telling us. Hey, shout out to ARFA. Shout out to you. Hi back to you. Not exactly sure what that's supposed to spell, but I'm sure it means something to somebody. Next game on the list, a surprising banger. Cardinals versus Packers. We've only got 5.5. We got 5.5 points picking the Packers. This is in Green Bay. Only 18% of the public betting the Cards. This is tough for me. You're going Cards. Look, the Cards can win this game. The Cardinals can win this game. I'm going Packers. Jordan Love is back. I've got my fingers crossed. But the Cardinals could win this game. The over-under is 47.5. I feel like that is kind of light. I think they're discounting how many points the Cardinals can score. Shout out, hello back to Hassan. Oh, and Lambeau Packers then. Yeah. Especially, it's getting a little cold this year. You know, it's not Arizona. It's not wintertime in Lombardi, though. You know, in Lambeau Field's got a way of a frozen tundra, right? Like, it's just, talk about a place I don't want to play December 15th. You know what I'm talking about? I'd rather go to Detroit. My boy Marvin Harrison getting a buck 130. I believe it. Probably a tutty in there too, right? Look, you want to talk about a wide receiver that I feel bad he's stuck down in the desert, right? This is not the team. You got him for two tutties. I'll take it. I'll take the two tutties. It's just not the team that you can sleep on. The Cardinals are a legitimate team. They're legit. Marvin Harrison Jr. has made them legitimate. Kyler Murray even got a Call of Duty sponsorship finally. You said maybe 3. Look, we might be hyping. I'm feeling a little more closer to that Uno. 130. McBride, yeah. But Kyler Murray is just a little. It's helped him a bit. He's starting to get a little better. I'm still not a huge Kyler Murray fan though. I have trouble with these Cardinals. They make it hard for me. And Connor, you got points there. I like your points there, Big. I'm not going to call you your full name. I'm a grown man, but shout out, Big. Jaden Daniels is Rookie of the Year or Marvin Harrison Jr. Now, you know this is a quarterback-driven league with quarterback awards. It is Jaden. It is Jaden. It would take a lot for Marvin Harrison to get there. I don't know if Marvin Harrison Jr. led the league in receiving and still gets it over Jaden at this point. Now, there's a lot of football left. We got to make it till December. I'm a little skeptical. You know, we still got what, a solid 12 weeks of football. You know, 3 more months. I gotta, and he's in the Commanders. You know, we gotta. That franchise is cursed. You know, I gotta be careful before crowning people. Marvin Harrison is top 10. I mean, if I'm gonna start picking guys, he's probably around, fringe 10. You know, we're right about there. Tigers lost yesterday. Yeah, it happens. It happens. It happens. Look, I'm a Royals fan. If I know anything, I know losing. Okay, so the fact we made the playoffs alone is rough. You know, it's kind of surprising as it is. It's been a rough life as a Royals fan. It seems like anytime they want to do something, they become winners. And when yeah, 2-1 for the Yankees, so it's just we're getting clobber. I don't know. It's a rough life. It's a rough life. Now I can't watch the Tigers playoffs. Look, I'm not gonna cry. Right? I'm a Royals fan. I ain't gonna cry over that, but I know the feeling. I know the feeling. We're playing the Yankees. The Yankees have had a number all year. All year. We've managed to win one game, so I can be a little proud. We didn't get swept. And cross my fingers, we can pull out. We got that comeback in us. Start winning a couple games. I'm not gonna lie, I hate the Royals. Yeah, I feel you, brother. That's why when you said the Tigers lost the playoffs, like it did, yeah, there's an upside to every story, The grass is always greener on the other side. You think James Cook is going to play? I'm not sure. Let's check out what the injury report is. Let's pull up the old Google and make sure see if there's any updates. Let's see if there's any updates. The Tigers were not even going to make the playoffs. They weren't meant to make the playoffs. Look, the Royals weren't either. How many games did the Royals lose last season? It wasn't 100. Did we lose 100 games last year? If not, it sure seems like it. And it wasn't long before that. Limited yesterday, nothing before that. Oh, let's pull out the old. Where's my? My, the sun is hitting this perfect angle, so it's making everything in my life just so much more difficult right this second. Oh, oh. We still got Monday night too. Uh, foot toe. Uh, yeah, he plays. He plays. I'm going. He plays. James Cook's got a little rough in him, so maybe he'll go. Yep, 86-76. Yeah, like it's. I think yeah, 86-76. Yeah, like it's just been a rough time historically. You know, Daniel Akers. Yep, yep. Shout out to you. I didn't even acknowledge you. Not a score. What do you? I'm getting lost. I'm getting lost now. I'm getting lost all of a sudden. Let me get back on track because I get lost too easy. Let's see what's next up. Let's talk. Let's talk a little garbage football. Shout out to Lakewood. Hi back to you. Um, Colts versus Titans. Colts versus Titans. I can't believe the Titans are actually favorites in this game. How's that happen? People are betting the Titans too, 61%. I already had Indy in this one. It's just interesting to see some believers in these Titans. I don't understand. Uh, I don't understand. Royals' record is 86-76. Oh, yeah. I'm not talking this season. I was talking about last season. How many games did they lose last season? Because I feel like it was 100 losses last season or close to it. Yeah, I feel like it was in the 90s. Royals 2023 record. Because it was a turnaround, bro. The only reason they ended up winning is because they wanted to build a new stadium. Is my my little prediction. Yeah, 56-106 is what I've got on mine. Yeah, you got 56-103. Yeah, so I got that right. Yeah, I knew like all we do is lose 100. That's all the Royals do. We lose 100 games a season. So for us to make this playoffs this year was comical to me. Like it just shows you the priorities for the Royals ownership. They want a new downtown stadium so bad. So bad. Royals fans have already said no. They've already said no. So what you need for them to say yes next season is a season like this. I still don't understand why Mike Vrabel got canned. I was surprised by it too. I did not think the problem with the Titans was Mike Vrabel, unless he was able to call some shots. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know if he was picking players or whatnot. You got to imagine he's got some influence on it, but he was a player's coach. Maybe he lost the locker room. People, the players did like him, at least for a period of time. Mike Vrabel was just, I liked him as a coach. I liked him as a head coach. Did you hear Robert Salah got fired? Yeah, Aaron Rodgers did that. Should have. The downtown stadium ideal was stupid. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Someone that I moved away from Kansas City a few years ago, so I no longer live there. And just the ideal of a downtown stadium made absolutely no sense. They think it's going to make it so people go to more games, but the problem is you're losing 100 games every season. If the Royals had winning baseball, if people knew that this was going to be a winning season and the Royals were actually going to make the playoffs, the stadium would have been way more full. If Royals fans didn't go into the season with the expectation, maybe we go from 100 losses to 85. That's a huge improvement. You don't expect to win 30 more games than you did last season. That was a complete setup. Preach on it, Daniel. What was the complete setup? Because I think it was a pretty clear case of underperforming coaching. You can't tell me that Aaron Rodgers should be having the same exact production of Zach White. I live in the Springfield area and I have friends and family that rely on the downtown area in Kansas City to make a living. But yeah, I feel you. And like the ideal of trying to find parking and any of that in the downtown area, like where 1,000 people? Where are you putting 35,000 people in downtown Kansas City? It's not happening. Traffic already sucks. My mom used to work in downtown Kansas City. So I'm very, very familiar. Like I would go pick her up from work and stuff. Like I've driven downtown from South Kansas City 1,000 times in my life. Easy. I used to do drag racing down by the Kemper Arena, which is in the downtown area. Like I know the downtown area. There's nowhere for a stadium. It doesn't make sense. People don't want to go downtown Kansas City. They're just fine with going to the border of Raytown and Lee Summit. Raytown and Independence. Excuse me. Anyone that knows the area knows Lee Summit wasn't even in the ballpark of that area. Like, it's not the problem. It's not the problem to me. But this is football Sunday. Let's keep our fingers crossed that the Royals can beat these Yankees. Nobody likes the Yankees except for Yankees fans. Nobody likes them. So we can all say boo Yankees. Us Tigers, I may not like the Tigers, but I know even y'all can say boo the Yankees. I know it's in your heart. It's in your blood. Now, Robert Salah had no business being a coach for sure, but Aaron Rodgers threw that game to ensure Robert got fired before Robert could fire Nathaniel Hackett. Ooh, I like that conspiracy. I also heard another one. So he had like what was it, Libya or something? He had like some country, or maybe it was Palestine. He had somebody on his little jacket. And the Muslim group was saying that's why he got fired. They're saying he was religious. But I like your Nathaniel Hackett theory because I did hear Nathaniel Hackett was possibly going to get fired. I did hear that. That's not out of the stretch. And if you're Aaron Rodgers got balled out by Bo Nix throwing 60 yards. The Denver Broncos are one of the worst teams in the NFL. They have no business winning. They have no business winning games. You know who they beat? They beat teams like the Raiders, who is also a dumpster fire of an organization, especially right now. Like, it's just crazy to see. Ooh, we got an easy win on the board. This might be the lock of the week, I feel like. This might be the safest bet of the week. I feel good about this one. We have the Texans going to New England Patriots. The Texans are 6.5-point favorites on the road, and I would probably I normally only bet money line. You only get a minus 300 on this one. But I think I'm going to bet the Texans 6.5. I think they can win by at least a touchdown. 12% of the public is betting Patriots. That's kind of a surprise. I'm surprised they got 12%. And we usually throw a flag when it's 10% or above. There's no flags there at 12%. It's close. It makes you worried about those upset alerts. But the Patriots are boo-boo. Robert Salah, it was just, I don't know how he got. The New York Giants always surprise me when they pick a coach. When they pick a coach, I feel like I have an opportunity to coach the New York Jets. I feel like I could talk them into it. If they would give me an hour meeting, I'd probably take 20 minutes. Give me 20 minutes with the Jets, I'll figure out how to get that job. I'd mess around and, tell them X, Y, and Z, I'm going to be the coach, put me in. And they're going to be like, yeah, that's our guy. And I'll get 1 year, and then they'll fire me because I suck. But I'll still get like 3 years worth of money. So it all works out in the end. We'll take that. Next game on the board. Let's check this one out. Buccaneers versus Saints. Bucs got lucky on this one. The Bucs currently sitting 3-2. The Saints are currently sitting 2-3. Derek Carr's out. Bucs got lucky with that one. Bucs are 3.5-point favorites on the road, and that feels like another kind of lockish kind of statement. The Saints have an excellent offensive line. Their defense is pretty good. Alvin Kamara's shown he still has it. So the Saints could be feisty in this one. I think they were starting Riddler this week. I'm not sure how I feel about that. 13, or where we got 29% of the public is betting the Saints. What are 29% of the public thinking? At least that makes me feel a little more comfortable betting the Buccaneers. Milo saying Bucks. Saints defense is tough, though. Yeah. Hey, shout out to you, Milo. I'm right there with you. That Saints defense don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. But the Buccaneers have an offense. Aaron Judge over Bobby Witt Jr. This is blasphemy. What are you doing? Are we trolling now, SR Productions? Mr. Senior Productions? Are we trolling now? Let's talk about baseball. Look, are we trying to troll right now? I'm joking. Okay. Bruh, you try to get me going. You try to get me riled up. It's too early in the morning for that. I couldn't handle it. Look, Aaron Judge is legit, though. Let's not pretend it's not a conversation. But Bobby Witt Jr., boy, man, Baker Mayfield been balling. I hear that. Baker's, man. Brbaker's success makes me so happy for the Cleveland Browns. Because they managed to fumble that. They managed to fumble that whole situation with Baker Mayfield. The audacity to get rid of the guy that was the first quarterback that made you actually go to the playoffs. Let's be honest. You didn't have playoff success without Baker Mayfield in your history. How far back we got to go before Baker Mayfield, before we find a playoff win for the Browns? Just talking about how many quarterbacks they missed on. And the audacity to poop all over Baker Mayfield for Deshaun Watson. Karma could not write a bigger paycheck. What does he bake in games? The touchdowns. He bakes them tutties. You should know this, SR Production. Are you a Baker hater? You can't hate Baker. Baker's a good guy. He's all right. I like old Baker Mayfield. You saw Texas cutting his jersey in the college game yesterday versus Oklahoma. No, I'm not a college guy. You hate Baker? You hate Baker because he beat us. Look, that happens, bro. That happens. You can't hate him because he beat you. Look, I like Jared Goff. I like Jared Goff. How many times Pat Mahomes beat Jared Goff? You know the answer. I know the answer. Don't type it. I don't need the reminder. Okay. You know it. I know it. Baker is it's okay if he beats you. It happens. I like Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff is an underrated quarterback. But how many times Pat Mahomes beat your boy Baker or Jared? Should I be mad at Jared because Pat has? Wait, I'm not gonna say it. You know it. I know it. Okay. Oh, why you gotta type it out loud? Why you gotta type it, bro? I know it. We know it. Okay. You ain't gotta rub the salt in the wounds. All right. Am I supposed to hate Jared Goff though? Am I supposed to not defend his honor? You know, my co-host is a Jared Goff hater. He doesn't understand how I get him rated so high. I don't know why your message got redacted. Oh, you deleted it. Okay. I was making sure YouTube ain't censoring you because I know it ain't me. I always get wondering how those pop up, and they seem to pop up fast. But I'll let you redact them. I didn't see him. But I like Jared. I think he's an underrated quarterback. Look, you can go back to, was it the fantasy football advice video that we did, where we talked about, well, I think it was a live stream, might have been a live stream. We talked about which quarterbacks to take, which, who's going to be good, who's not, all that kind of stuff. And I thought it was comical. You said Jared Goff. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, isn't it? Am I messing up his first name? What's Goff's first name? I feel like I'm messing it up. You got me feeling like I'm messing it up. Did I have too much wake and bake in me? Jared Goff. Yeah, I got it right. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah. Oh no, you just hearing me pronounce things funny. I know his name. I know it's not Golf. Golf. Okay. I apologize. But back to what I was saying. But you can check the tapes. You can check the tapes. I thought it was comical. They predicted Amon St. Brown to be a top 5 wide receiver fantasy. They predicted everything around him. Like all these players around him on his team were going to be, top 5 guys. And magically they had Jared Goff. Goff. Let me make sure I say Goff. I lived in Germany for 3 years. I should be able to do my G's a little better. And it blew my mind that they had him as like the 20th ranked quarterback. The 20th ranked quarterback. Like no one had him as a top 15 fantasy quarterback. And I thought it was ridiculous. Look, he's got a top 5. He's got top 5 wide receiver, top 5 running back, top 5 tight end to start the season. And magically, he's the 15th best one. Jameson Williams is the fastest in the league. No, sir. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not. He's not. Jameson Williams is not the fastest in the league. Xavier Worthy is probably the fastest in the league. That's your boy Kansas City Chiefs. And I'd like to see Jameson Williams and Tyreek Hill have a foot race, even though Tyreek Hill got a few years on him. Sam Laporta's number 3. Look, the Lions are loaded. And the disrespect to have Jared Goff is like the 15th best fantasy football quarterback was comical at best. Was comical. Comical at best. All right, let's see what other games we got on the board. Let's check out the board. Let's get through these games a little bit. We did Bucks versus Saints, Browns versus Eagles. Eagles all the way. Eagles are 8.5-point favorites. This might be the highest of the week. Is anybody bold enough to bet 4% on Cleveland? And I still, I'm not saying the NFL is rigged, but the reason Williams is faster, no, he's not though. He's not. They got these things called stopwatches. They time the players. I know who's faster, bro. And it's not Williams. I like Williams. I like him. He might be the least productive of the 3 in the conversation, if we're going to be honest. Xavier Worthy's starting to put in that work. A lot of opportunities for Worthy popping up. I mean, I know we were talking about Marvin Harrison Jr. earlier, but Xavier Worthy might end up being that rookie wide receiver, excuse me. Let me put that little asterisk there for us, to end up with the best stats on the season. I think old Xavier Worthy might develop very well, especially because he's faster than Williams. Especially. Astronomically because. Let's see what else we got on the board. Yeah, we're not going to spend too much time on the Eagles versus Browns. The only thing I like here is the over-under is 42.5. And I'll probably bet the under. It'll probably be like a 32 to 6 kind of game. Like I think this is like under 40 points. I don't think the Browns put up a lot. And I don't think the Eagles just run away with it completely. Like, they're not going to put up 40, I don't think. How much of that work does the Eagles got to do? Because the Browns' offense is trash. It's probably the worst offense in the league. The defense is trying to keep them relevant, but you can only rely on the defense so much. It's only so much there. Let me see. Next on the list is that Commanders versus Ravens game. Calling them a 6.5-point spread is making me nervous. Seeing Baltimore absolutely favored is making me nervous. Ravens need this game, though. They do. Commanders are 4-1. Let me check out the Commanders' injury report. Is there anything there that I'm missing? Because the Commanders shouldn't be that far apart. What is anybody? Brian Robinson? I mean, I can live with that. Yeah, man. People are sleeping on these Commanders. I don't understand why. Why would you sleep on the Commanders? Jaden Daniels is showing he is that guy. But I feel like the Ravens are a more developed team. Can Harbaugh outcoach this situation? I don't know. I don't like it when the betting public. I don't like it when when I disagree with Vegas odds so deeply. Because even though I think the Ravens should win this game versus the Commanders, J-Mo ran a 4.21, but now he can run a 4.19. Williams is not outrunning nobody, bro. He's not outrunning Xavier Worthy, and I don't think he's outrunning Tyreek Hill at this age. Even at this age, he's not outrunning Tyreek Hill. I don't think he runs a 4.19 right now. I don't think so. And if we're going to do that, I think Xavier Worthy runs a 4.09 now. I think he got faster. How about that? How about that? What was Xavier Worthy's 40 time? Record setting 40 time, by the way. What was Xavier Worthy's 40-yard dash? What'd they have him at? 4.21. Record setting. After his 4.21. Did Williams have a 4.21? That doesn't make sense now. Jameson Williams 40-yard dash time. Let's pull this up. Maybe I need to put a little respect on his name. Where you get 4.21 from? Where are you getting 4.21 from? I'm seeing a lot of different aspects on that. Let me see more. Top speed of 20 miles an hour. I know people have hit higher than that. 20.7 is the highest he's ever been recorded on the field. 4.25 maybe, according to NFL Draft Buzz. Unable to participate at the draft. Who, Tyreek? 4.21 is cap. 4.21 is cap for who? For Williams, right? Like, but not for Xavier Worthy. Let's get Vince. Vince, we need some clarification. J-Mo ran a 4.22. When? Where? Yeah, for J-Mo. That's what I'm saying, bro. I've seen some 4.4s being put out there. I've seen some 4.4s after injury. After his injury, he said he was running 4.4s. NFL Draft Buzz estimated a high 4.2. I don't know. I just don't see it. What was Tyreek Hill's? Look, Google's starting to know that all I'm doing is looking up 40 times. 2020 in the draft. He didn't run in the draft. He didn't run in the draft. Tyreek Hill ran a 4.29 in the 40. And just, I don't know. Tyreek Hill's speed is different too, because he's got like acceleration and speed. Like he's got top end speed and he can accelerate. His acceleration, I feel like, is faster than most people's. Like his 10-yard time is probably ridiculous. Like it's crazy. And his ability to cut is nuts. 40-yard dash. I wonder if that was a draft. Let me make sure I get draft. Did he run in the draft? No, that's right. He didn't run in the draft. That's right. That's right. I don't think he ran in the draft. Yeah. He did not participate in the combine. He did run an unofficial 4.29 at the South Alabama's Pro Day, but arguably became the quickest player in the league. Yeah, because look, Xavier Worthy might even beat him in a straight front race, but I still think Tyreek Hill is like football speed faster, if that makes sense to you. I mean, at least it does to me. Let me see here. What other games are popping up? Chargers versus Broncos. I don't even care. I don't care. Two trash teams. Let me go Chargers. Who's betting what? I bet people are betting the the Broncos. No, people are betting the Chargers. How about that? The Chargers are 3-point favorites on the road. Denver's such a trash team. Steelers play the Raiders. Over under 36.5. Jeez. They're basically asking you how many points are the Steelers going to score this week, because the Raiders are not going to. The Raiders are not scoring any points. Lions versus Cowboys. Ooh, that's the game. That's the game to talk about. That one's got a little fire matchup. Lions 3-point favorites on the road. So they're suggesting they should win by 6. Detroit is 68% of the betting public. We get 32% believing in Dallas still somehow, some way. Yeah, but I'm going Detroit. I feel like Cowboys could win, though. Could the Cowboys play upset? They kind of need to. Lions are coming off a bye. Go Lions. I feel like over under of 32.5. Lions about to dog walk them. I think the Lions dog walk the Cowboys in this game. Let me see. Falcons versus Panthers. Let's go Falcons. Falcons should be able to 6-point favorites on the road. I like them with that one. Is there any? Ooh, we got a flag on the play. Only 7% betting Carolina. I'm still not a believer. I'm not betting fucking Panthers on nothing. Nothing. Bengals, Giants. Bengals 3.5-point favorites on the road for the Giants. This is a must-win game for the Bengals. The Giants can win. The Giants can win. 13% of the public. Let's go Giants. Let's go Giants. Bills versus Jets. Bills 2.5-point favorites on the road. Jets win this game. Jets beat the Bills. Let's get it. Let's go. Tell me the Jets don't beat the Bills. It's that like the new coach always wins the next game. When you fire a coach, the next coach wins. Because the locker room's happy. Suddenly the Jets got some fire under their belt. They got new playbooks. You don't know what they're going to do. You don't know what they're going to do. Go Jets, go. Go Jets, go. How about that? How about that? 49ers beat the Seahawks. And that was your Thursday night game. For some reason I thought Seattle won that game. Let me double check. 49ers versus Seahawks. 36-24. Okay. Like that. Well, that's been your morning show, folks. Hope y'all enjoyed football today. Let's get it. Let's go. And how about those Chiefs?